Even alone, the soundtrack alone is amazing to listen to. You're right, it is like a whole other character in the film.
What do you think about
I
me?
think he loves her. I think Gillian really loves her and really looks up to her and wants her to just love him. And
You think you're in control of this? You're not.
Obviously, the first two Tron films have got very devoted fans. So I was wondering, what were your guys' backgrounds with those films? Do you remember watching them for the first time? What's your history with these films?
yeah, I was a big fan. I mean, the visual effects are stunning and state of the art and groundbreaking. And I was pretty thrilled to be a part of this one. It's kind of a dream come true to see ILM work and be on the sets and really see how much they actually built practically, and then to be able to witness them fill in all the blanks and create an entire cityscape at times. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I had been a fan of the first one. I think I came to it a bit late, but probably has an impact or influenced, amongst other sci-fi films, my interest in even going into some of the sci-fi stuff I did early in my career. You know, an accumulation of various things. And this is definitely one of the films that probably had that positive impact,
Yeah. Your two characters obviously have a very interesting mother-son dynamic in the film. How fun was that to play? What do you think they really think of each other amongst all this kind of, jostling for control of the Enterprise?
I think she's terrified of him, of who he's become and what his potential is. And also, I think at some point concerned about, at the very end, concerned about the degree to which I might have impacted who he has become in a way. But what do you think about me?
I think he loves her. I think Gillian really loves her and really looks up to her and wants her to just love him and appreciate all that he's trying to do and succeed the company for Elizabeth.
And I'm worried that my son is going to destroy planet Earth.
Right.
Yeah. And I guess, one of the themes is, about AI and technology, but about the hands it's in and, how, it might not be the technology itself that's a problem, but the people who are controlling it and creating it. Does that kind of tally with some of your feelings about AI and technology? What are your own feelings about that?
I just think there's got to be fail-safes in place, I think. I mean, smarter minds than me have the answer to that question, but yeah, I think that's really what it's about, sort of ambition taking over the responsibility, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously a lot of good that's coming from it in so many different areas, and particularly in science and medicine, but the big conversation obviously is the degree to which it could also, like in this film, equate to the end of the Earth.
Yeah. It must have been a great experience to watch the finished film with obviously all the effects, but also the Nine Inch Nails music, which is incredible to to have a film soundtracked by new music from Nine Inch Nails. What was it like to hear those sounds for the first time?
Well, when you see very often, if you see any early stuff when you're doing when you're syncing your dialect or something, and you're seeing images for the first time, they've usually got temp music on. So it's not until you're actually sitting in front of the final product that you get to hear what the real music's going to be. And I mean, it's almost like another character. It's almost like it feels so much a part of an intrinsic part of the film itself, and it feels like it matches it, like it matches the intensity very much that's on the screen, and is as cool as a lot of the visuals. So I think they made a really good.
Even alone, the soundtrack alone is amazing to listen to. You're right; it is like a whole other character in the film. I think it. When I first saw it with the music, I was blown away.
Yeah, it is incredible. Unfortunately,
it's nice to be sitting in a film and go and be proud of what you've been involved in. It's a really good feeling, because sometimes it's not always the case.
You've worked on big franchise films within Disney before as well, but was this kind of, I guess this particular franchise with its very signature aesthetic and stuff, was that kind of different to other stuff you've worked on? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the hardest film I've ever made. Because just the technical level of everything is so, just the spectacle of it,
Yeah.
But everybody I felt a lot of people working on the movie with me are also fans, so when we do, I just felt it, that people went the extra mile to make it as great as it could be, especially over at Industrial Light and Magic, because we go into the original grid in the movie and things like, back from the 1982 movie. And I think a lot of people, because the first film is such a, ground zero, of computer graphics. And so I think a lot of people in the VFX artists and stuff like that really loved working on this and put their heart into it,
And I read you were keen to do quite a lot of stuff in camera and practical. And I think, did I read that the police car getting kind of fused into that was practical as well?
Yeah. So that's like the amazing thing when you have resources, like we do on these big movies, is that you get to, and I think that's why I keep doing them also, is that you get really to work with the best people, and you have the resources to, to cut a police car in half. And, we built the light cycles even, and it was just we shot for 6 weeks of nights, in the city of downtown of Vancouver, and I think they had like 5 or 6 of those actually police cars, and they were all prepped and ready to go. And I think we went through like 3 or 4 of them just to get the shots.
Yeah.
So that's a big movie making,
And of course the music is very important to all Tron films, and to have a new Nine Inch Nails album for the soundtrack is, you can't ask for much better than that as a director, surely.
No, you're right. I think music is such a big part of the Tron DNA. Going back to Wendy Carlos in '82 and Daft Punk obviously is just one of the best scores ever made. So the bar was so high, and it was something we started talking about immediately. Like even before the script was final, it was the music. Like who should do the music? Because you can make a great Tron movie, but if the music is not good, it's gonna fall flat. So now it was. We were so lucky, and felt so lucky to get Trent and Atticus and doing it under the Nine Inch Nails banner, and it really informed me. Like, okay, we can go a little grittier here, a little bit more industrial, and I think it adds so much to it.